Hello, hello from very balmy New York City, where it's about 100 degrees, so certainly hot. I'm jacketless, and obviously, unfortunately, regrettably, I was not at the most recent hearing for ZDT. I'm here in New York covering the Diddy trial, covering the New York City mayoral election. Ironically, this little throwaway video is guaranteed to get more views than the videos on the Diddy trial or the mayoral election, although the lives have been doing very well. So for the new subscribers, thank you. And for the new subscribers, sorry for this esoteric case, but if you ever want to look up Zero Dark Tony, you could read all about it. So what happened today? I want to do this video just to give you guys an update. Eric Levi, who's really key to follow on Twitter. His Twitter is just Eric with a C, Levi, L-E-V-A-I. I think he was there, as were some other people. So there was some information gleaned, and luckily there wasn't that much missed. But also do follow Eric and the Hero Not Zero Reddit for some very key information. But I wanted to do this video because I have some decent reach, and I kind of wanted to dispel any assessment on the case that ZDT incorrectly gave. He got a continuance. He got a continuance all the way until October 8th. So, in some senses, it is a success in as much that it'll keep him out of jail for longer. And I think at this point, if you're asking for continuance after continuance, I think you know that it's ultimately going to end in jail time. A confident attorney wants to be aggressive and move forward with the case as quickly as possible. An attorney that knows his client is going to get jail time will try to keep his client out of jail and delay the inevitable for as long as possible. Also, the continuance is granted, I'm sure, because the prosecutors are all too happy to let ZDT create further evidence to dig himself a deeper hole. They have been aware of further violations. It's been at least 10, probably way over that, further violations since his criminal arrest until now. The prosecutors are certainly all aware of that, and they're going to need a lot of time to get it. So even though ZDT's attorney, who asked for a continuance, and at least he was saying he might be out of the country for a while, so I heard that before. But I think the prosecutors were all too happy to grant that continuance. And October is a very long time. I assume that the trial might be August or September. Others are saying it would be way earlier. Certainly not. So you're going to have to wait all the way until October, which is a bummer. But it just goes to show, again, the reason the continuance is granted. The prosecutors or the judge wants to give you every opportunity he has to say that you were allowed to do everything you could do. So there's really no way to appeal or to do a retrial or a mistrial or anything like that. Especially, the prosecutors are all too happy to grant it. So they know they have such a slam dunk case. Why not grant that continuance? And they can say they've been as helpful to the defense, to ZDT, as they could have possibly been, which would bolster their case as well, especially if they know they have a lot of information. So it's looking bad, and he keeps being violation after violation. So if he was looking at maybe 2 years in jail before, the judge might not be so lenient and want to charge him for all of the 26 charges and not maybe half of them. So he might even be realistically at this point be looking at 4 or 5, because at this point you could be specific and stay true to all the charges that were listed. So that's about it in the video. Nothing too interesting. I will be there for Mindy on that hearing, which I believe is July 9th, and 2 days before is DOA. So when there are two things, and I think there'll be an actual back and forth, I don't think there's going to be another continuance granted for Mindy. So when there's two things, I will actually fly out, use my own money, but not worth using my own money to fly out for this. And of course, I assume that there'd be a continuance granted until maybe August or something, or July. So I was going to be there for that, but I will be there in October. That's a very long time. That's another reason I'm doing the other topics, guys. Sometimes there just isn't that news about Scientology. Court moves very slowly, so it's fun to focus on some other stuff. So I will be checking out Zoran's victory party tonight for Zoran Mamdani. Always hard to pronounce his name. I'm like Cuomo in that regard. So that should be interesting, and I'll be talking about Diddy as the defense brings their case. So hopefully stay tuned for that. So we'll have a lot of material even later today, even probably in about 2 hours from now. And again, it'll get less views, but I do hope you enjoy it. And for the new people, thanks for subscribing, and please remain subbed. Take care. Bye-bye.